Hi, my name is Brianna Webb, and today I would like to talk to you guys about how Monster High changed children's entertainment for the early 2000s girls and early 2000s kids, and how Monster High dolls became more than just dolls for little girls in the community. Monster High became more than just a toy for little girls because it encouraged kids to embrace their uniqueness and differences while also expanding into television, movies, books, and fashion. So just imagine yourself being a monster and going to a school full of other different unique monsters, and they express themselves in different ways. And they have vampires, werewolves, mummies, and sea creatures and ghosts. And instead of trying to blend in with each other, these students embrace their uniqueness. This is what Monster High is all about, and this is just the main idea of what Monster High is. Although you may not have owned a Monster High doll, you probably at least seen some of the movies or some of the shows or some of the advertisement on TV and they have been very popular toys in the last 20 years. So I'm sure that you've seen a couple of toys or a couple of advertisements, either in store, walking past them in the aisle, or you've probably seen them on a commercial. The creation of Monster High. Monster High was introduced by Mattel in 2010, created by Garrett Sander, inspired by noticing young girls' growing interest in goth fashion. He teamed up with Kelly Riley and Glenn Hansen to create dolls based on famous monster legends in attending high school. The franchise quickly expanded beyond dolls, it became an animated web series, and they had movies and television specials and books and online content. This became very popular as soon as it came out because a lot of girls were into that fashion at the time, and that's what they specifically made the show for. So because it was an attention getter for a lot of the young girls at the time. Monster High main thing was to promote acceptance and individuality, and you could tell by the different monsters and their uniqueness and how they dressed, and because they are different monsters and how they came together in the school. The franchise's slogan was "Be yourself, be unique, and be a monster." Characters always celebrated their differences. Students learned lessons about friendship and acceptance, and you could tell that within every episode is always about you could tell by just how they carry themselves that they have different personalities and they're unique and everything like that, and that was the main message that they tried to promote to the kids at the time. Monster High represented many different personalities and backgrounds. Characters came from different monster families and cultures, and fans related to the characters' unique interests and challenges. So a lot of the characters, they were different. The character that's on the screen right now, she's the daughter of the scientist that made Frankenstein. She's a daughter of Frankenstein, and her friends in this slide is Cleo, and she's a mummy. You could tell that everybody is just different, and they come together and they all become friends, and it's very cool to see that in a television show. And that was the main thing that they tried to promote. The franchise encouraged creativity, through their fashion design and their art, cosplay, and storytelling and imagination. And this is a very good thing to promote to kids in the early 2000s. Monster High had a lasting impact. Monster High became an international brand. It was sold in many countries. It inspired conventions, fan communities, and collectibles. The franchise has continued to grow even to this day. They had rebooted doll lines. They had a new animated series that just came out. I personally don't like the new animated series, but that's okay. I'm used to the older series. I love that a lot. They have the live action movies and merchandise. One of my favorite live action movies that they had were what is it called? It's called 13 Wishes. I love that so much. I love 13 Wishes and how the movie was made. They have Monster High continues to inspire new generations. So even kids today, because they have a new series coming out, it's like a different kind of cartoon type of thing. They have a new series coming out. They're still finding ways, and they have more dolls coming out. They're still finding ways to influence young girls to this day, even though it came out in 2010. So to this day, fans still collect dolls. Artists still create fan art, and cosplayers celebrate their favorite characters to this day. Monster High began as a unique doll line. It encouraged individuality and acceptance. It continues to influence toys, entertainment, and fan communities today. Monster High became more than just a toy for little girls because it encouraged kids to embrace their uniqueness and differences while also expanding into television, movies, books, and fashion. Whether you guys remember collecting dolls or watching the show or not, the message and the meaning is what makes this special, was what makes Monster High special and unique, and something to continue to celebrate to today. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Brianna Webb, and this is me talking about how Monster High has changed children's entertainment.